All right, we're live. So, getting rid of fear and negative emotions. The reason I feel I can speak on this is having a or having a background as a fighter and fighting inside of the UFC cage. There's going to be a lot of elicited emotions through that process. And some of those emotions can be negative and some quite positive. And so I want to help you on your journey to get you through whatever fears or negative emotions you may have. And the cool thing is, there's more than one way. There always is. And in life, um, there's the Nike commercial that says, just do it, just take action. And action's a very powerful thing. It absolutely is. But I'm going to give you the steps on how to push through those negative emotions, how to push through your fears. And then you can take those steps and play with them in any way that you want, because your journey is your journey. Your process is your process. So before I ever do anything, before I ever take any kind of action, I always think about what it is that I want. Who do I want to be? Who do I want to become? Think about why I'm doing this thing. And I think deeply in it. I think as clearly as possible, what is the outcome I'm looking for? So it all starts with a thought. All starts with that thought. And then from the thought, I really start feeling into those emotions. So as you go through your journey and you're thinking about what you want to be, feel through those emotions. You see, empowered emotions really help us move forward on our journey. And a way to get those empowered emotions, there's a ton of ways to do it, whether it's listening to music that you absolutely love, whether it's experiencing yourself being the thing that you want to be, understanding it, smelling it, whether it's being around people who are empowering you, whether it's seeing something on TV. What can you do to really feel through that emotion? Listen to music, dance, be joyous, enjoy the journey. I know a happy emotion always beats a negative emotion. You act faster and you act with more clarity and more fun when you're feeling empowered. So what is it that's going to help you feel as empowered as possible? What's going to help you through your process to really feel through your process? And lastly is the action taking. Take an action. Once you're feeling it, start acting on the feeling. Because when you act on the feeling, you become the thing that you're looking to become. So think it and feel it, act it. What's so funny, our minds tend to overcomplicate things. And we always think it's way more than it is. And we're always looking to look behind that green screen or look behind the curtain and figure out like, no, I need to know that secret sauce step, that special step. And I'll tell you, the special step is you. It's your story, your journey, how you identify yourself. And identity starts with, what are you thinking about? What are you feeling emotionally? And which actions are you taking? That's all it is. And the cool thing is, you taking those actions, think, feel, act, you also get the option to act, feel, think. And that's why I say you get to decide which direction you want to go. You can start with taking action first. I personally think it's more difficult to do it that way, but it can be done that way. Because with enough action, you'll start feeling a certain way. If you act like a badass, you're going to start feeling like a badass. And when you're feeling it, it's easy to think it. So go the direction that works best for you. Whether that's think it, feel it, act it, or act it, feel it, think it. Believe in yourself consistently. Now, to truly get rid To truly get rid of these things, you have to go through it. Go through the process. And sometimes we want to overcome the process. We don't want to look at the process. Look at the process. There's a reason you're on this video. Whether that's a random search, whether you actually searched the title, whether you're going through something that's kind of hard, there's a reason you're on the video right now. And I want to continue to remind you there's a badass in you. And the badass will always be in you. And I also want to remind you there's a coward in you too. And you get a choice on which person you're going to show up as. You know, every time I stepped inside a UFC cage, or any fighting cage for that matter, yeah, there was fear there. And I had the choice, again, to say, am I going to walk into this cage through fear, or am I going to go through with courage? Going into an arena with fear is a dangerous place to play, because now you're in trouble. Now you're reacting to everything, just trying to figure it out. But if you go with faith and with belief in everything that you're doing, this isn't a feel-good moment. This is putting in the reps. This is, did you do the things you needed to do to be that person that's worthy of stepping into the cage? And I do say worthy, because you can step into a cage or arena completely unworthy of doing it. And you'll know it. You'll know, like, crap, I didn't do the practice I needed to do. I didn't put in the reps. I'm still not doing this. And it's going to show up. And it's going to show up in front of the world. I don't mean to be so harsh, but it's the truth. But the reverse is also true. If you're willing to put in the practice, if you're willing to follow your steps, if you're willing to listen to your coach, if you're willing to put in the reps, if you're willing to do the things you need to do to show up to be the person you were meant to be, then the fear, it doesn't matter, because you know you're ready to be your best, and you're going to learn a lesson. Whether you win or lose, you're going to learn something. And that's the cool thing. When you go through faith, when you go through empowerment, when you go through stretched abilities, when you go through I'm unstoppable, then you know eventually I will become the thing I'm looking to become, because I've already thought it in my head, or I've already taken the action. So which step are you going to take? Who are you going to be today? Because it all starts in a moment. So my question to you, what exercise are you going to do today? Are you going to think it deeply? Or are you going to just start taking action? Doesn't matter which step you take first. It just matters that you took a step. So I want to say respect to you for coming onto this video, because that means you're doing it. You're already trying. You're already looking for the answers. And what we look for with intentionality is soon to become reality. Look for what you want with true intentionality, because eventually it will become your reality. So I hope you're all having an amazing day. And I'm going to remind you, and I'm going to push it in you on a regular basis. Yeah, there's greatness in you. It's always been there. It's just up to you if you're going to act on it or not. What is up, my brother Robert? Good to see you. The process is practice. Absolutely. I actually say to many of my clients, and I'm making it a regular thing to everybody, we become what we practice. That's it. No more complicated than that. We become what we practice. The question is, what are you going to practice today? I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will talk to you later. Take care.